If one more guru tries to sell you a $10,000 course, I'm going to lose it. As most of you know, I'm 21 years old, and I'm a former broke college kid. A year ago, I was sitting in my frat house eating ramen with probably less than $1,000 to my name. And now I'm somehow doing $30,000 to $40,000 months. I don't know how. But I recently just got into a new supplement store. I do have my former store that I still run, but I have that on autopilot right now, and now I've embarked on a new journey, which is supplements. I really wanted to get into something that had a monthly recurring revenue and subscriptions, so I got into the supplement space, and I am loving it right now. And I promise you, you don't need a $10,000 course from any of these online gurus, because all the information I'm giving out on my YouTube channel is completely free and actually not BS. I'm not giving you any fluff. I'm just showing you what works for me right now. And look, before I get into this, I'm not standing in front of a rented Lamborghini trying to sell you anything, and I'm also not claiming that I made $1 million in 30 days. That's unrealistic. But I am showing you exactly how I'm currently building a supplement brand from $0 to $30,000 to $40,000 a month. And I've done this in brand dropshipping before. That's why I'm making videos talking about it. And the reason I'm making these videos is because every single guru out there is gatekeeping the real information behind you actually making money. So I'm just going to give it to you guys all for free. But I'd appreciate it if you drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub, and let's get into it. So as you can see, this is my Shopify dashboard right now, live. And what nobody tells you about in e-commerce in 2025 is it's not about finding some secret product. It's about three things. Number one is speed. The market moves very fast, and what's working today might be saturated next week. So you need systems that let you test and pivot quickly. Moving on to number two, and probably the most important right now, is AI integration. And I'm not talking about just ChatGPT writing your product descriptions. I'm talking about AI that actually manages your ads, your website flow, your conversion optimization, all that stuff that used to take an entire team. And number three is consistency, and this is the part that most people don't want to hear. I tested dozens of products before I actually found a winner. I spent a bunch of money on bad ads, bad products, and most people quit at product number three, but this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would love to work from their computer anytime, anywhere they want, work for themselves, be their own boss, escape that 9-to-5 matrix lifestyle. But it's not that easy. You have to put in the work. If you really want to see those results and live that lifestyle that you see people living online, you have to be different than everyone else. You have to be willing to put in that work. And if you're not, just be real with yourself right now and click out of this video. Go doom scroll on TikTok because you don't have what it takes. Now with supplements specifically, here's why it works and why I got into it. It's because of recurring customers. So once someone finds a supplement that works, they reorder it. It's not like you're drop shipping a fidget spinner. It's not one and done. The lifetime value is insane, and LTV, lifetime value, is something you're going to hear a lot in e-commerce. But now I'm going to drop a little sauce for you and show you some tools I use to increase my average order value and optimize my website. And I talk about them a lot, but I promise you they're not paying me to do that just yet. Atlas AI, if you see this, come sponsor me. And I use Atlas AI for a couple things. And it's basically an app that you can install into your Shopify. You can look it up right here and install it. And first, I use it to make product bundles, and it automatically makes bundles for you based on what people can buy together. So instead of sitting there for hours being like, should I bundle this product with that product? How do I do this? How do I write code? I use them. They have a built-in bundle feature that makes it super easy to add onto your website and increase your average order value. Just like that, my AOV skyrocketed, and AOV is so important because when people come to your landing page, they need to be buying the maximum amount. You don't just want them buying the base one product. Yeah, that's great, but once they're there, we want to get the most amount of money from them. And second is the upsell pop-ups, and these are actually really smart. They don't just throw like random products at people. They can actually learn from customer behavior, and my average order value went from, I want to say like $33 to like $47 using these. And third, it just handles all the stuff I used to spend hours on, like the product page optimization, A/B testing different layouts, and just adjusting things based on mobile versus desktop traffic. It's literally like having a conversion rate optimization specialist on your team, except it's like $50 a month instead of $5,000. So go to the App Store, install it. You're welcome. All right, but moving on, let's talk about my AI ad strategy I'm using to run on Meta, Post, Andromeda update. So what I've learned the last couple of years running ads, probably spending over $1 million, is you need to focus all of your energy on creatives, not targeting, not like fancy funnel hacks, just making ads that don't look like ads and they look more like organic, native, just scrolling videos and pictures, user-generated content, iPhone footage, real testimonials. This is the stuff that makes people stop scrolling. And I use AI for all of it before I start actually paying UGC creators. And a really important thing that I see most people messing up is you need to let it run for at least 3 to 5 days minimum before touching anything. This is where everyone messes up. They get scared, they panic after day one, they start tweaking, and they turn their ads off. But they don't know that Zuckerberg and Meta's AI needs data. So give it data so it can learn and find you your actual target customer. Once I find a winning ad, I don't scale the budget up crazy fast. I'll actually just duplicate it with a bunch of volume in different campaigns. And a lot of times I would just keep everything the same, but now with the new Andromeda update, it's important that you optimize and have different visuals. And normally I would just keep everything the same, but now with the new Andromeda update, it's important that you optimize for visual diversity, meaning that your ads look different to Meta. And that just means attacking the same pain points and mass desires, but with different formats, different images, headlines, stuff like that. And I like horizontally scaling more than vertically scaling. This is when you're just putting out a bunch of volume, different campaigns, different ad creatives, rather than just increasing the budget in your one campaign, because this allows you to pull in more revenue without your ROAS falling off a cliff. A lot of times you'll see your ad doing good, getting a good ROAS on $100 a day spend, and then you bump it up to $500 a day, and your ROAS just falls off a cliff. And if you want to know how to write and chef up image ads, this is the prompt sheet I use. I got it from a mentor of mine, and I tweaked it on my own. It's available in my Discord. I'll link it in my bio. You don't have to join. I promise you, I'm really not trying to sell you anything, but it's available for you there. Now look, I'm going to be really honest with you about dropshipping in 2025. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and these gurus are going to try to tell you it is, and they're going to try to sell you their lifestyle, their cars, their rented-out penthouses in Miami. Don't fall for any of that. My first 3 months, I didn't make a dime. I actually lost a lot of money. I didn't know how to run ads. I was running bad ads, and I was running bad ads to bad products. But about 6 months into my journey, I finally started seeing some profits, and I realized, like, oh shit, like, this is real, and I can actually do this. Fast forward a couple months later, I was somehow doing $30,000 a month. I sold a store, and now I'm getting into a new one. So this is your sign. Don't stop. Stay consistent. Stay disciplined, and I promise you, it will work out. But you're going to have to put in that work. It's not just going to happen like that. You're not just going to watch a video, try, and on your first one, make $1 million. That would be great, wouldn't it, right? But you got to show up every single day. Even when I lost money, I knew that I was just investing in learning skills. And with every loss, I knew I was getting one step closer to figuring it out. And that's exactly what I did. And the difference between people who make it and people who don't isn't talent. It's actually just not being scared to take that risk. I'm just a regular dude who decided to take that risk, and that's it. And that's why I am where I am. And if I can do this, I promise you, you can too. And like I said, I'm really not trying to sell you anything, but if you want to get into it and you want a good community, I'll link my Discord in my bio. I can't make it free for obvious reasons. I've tried that before. It just got swarmed with bots. And the amount of things you get in there for the price, the value is just worth far more. Second, I'm also going to link my supplier in the bio, because everyone always asks me, yo, what supplier do you use? Which one's the best? I use Team Drop. I'll link them in there for you guys. And that's it. No upsell, no buy my course for $10,000, nothing like that. Just giving you out some free sauce like I always do. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub. I really appreciate it, guys. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.